Hello, YouTube. What is happening? We are back for another session. And I guess we'll start with this guy who wants to go band for band with me on religion. I don't want to go band for band on religion. Religion is kind of like a hands-off subject to me because I have my own ideas. And I've probably actually read more of the Bible than most people pretend to have read. I have come to learn that most people pretend to have read that Bible. Most people just repeat everything they've heard everybody else say their entire life. They don't actually read the word. You understand what I'm saying? They don't actually read the word. So, I don't have Jesus conversations. And guys, clearly I'm not living right. You understand me? I go to church here and there. I have sex out of wedlock. I enjoy sex and morning sex and showers. I do. So I don't get into the word. And I don't pretend with anybody. There are times when I feel led to do XYZ and I'll do XYZ, but I don't get into the religious talk. So then he still wants to go band for band. Sir, just stop. Like now, just stop. Cause okay, so let me give y'all a little bit of a background. I don't practice religion per se right now, but my veins pump Pentecostal blood. Pump Pentecostal blood. You understand me? This means I raised up with people who use words like fire baptized, Holy Ghost filled, saved, sanctified. I raised up with people who will get on the altar and pray all night long. We had all night prayer. You understand what I'm saying? You fasting at 7 for 3 days. You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, because not only him, I don't know why this keeps coming up. Not only him, a group of young kids got in the car one time and they wanted to talk about the Lord. I was like, y'all ain't got enough under y'all belt. Y'all ain't got enough. Y'all God that y'all serve is still roses and butterflies and rainbows and shit like that. You understand? The God that I serve, he say, listen, you gonna go through some things. And a lot of times it ain't even gonna have nothing to do with you. It's about them and how they react to you. And it's about who you gonna have to help later. Because I couldn't understand. It seemed like I got faced with a whole lot of pressure that other people didn't have to feel, and I did not understand. But then the word came, because see, I know him. We talk, we got a relationship. But I don't be out here with all the BS. And I don't ever want to mislead anybody else. You understand? Because I got reverence for them. That's why I don't play with them. A lot of people ain't got reverence for them no more. They just go out here, live how they want to live, act how they want to act, and y'all going to hell. You understand what I'm saying? So these little kids in the car and they won't go band for band. I know. Y'all ain't got enough experience under y'all belt. You understand? I'm a grown ass woman. I done been through some things. You understand? My kids done had to knock on the door because I done been in the closet 3 days. 3 days in the word. Praying, fasting, crying. Praying, fasting, crying. You understand? Because I can't call my mama. She gonna curse me out. And my sister them, oh, if they even pick up the phone, they gonna laugh. Because see, they feel like they better than you. They feel like as long as you're where you're at and they're where they're at, no matter how much they owing, their life is okay. Because they're not where you're at. So, listen, too many nights it was just me, the word, and a prayer. You understand what I'm saying? When you done had to go into the doctor's office and they sit you down in that pale ass blue light room and they tell you your son and they start saying words like tumor, forever, degenerate. I don't even know what that word is. Where it just eats your bone constantly the rest of your life. And you probably gonna have to take care of this child the rest of his life. And you can't call nobody else because they're going to do all the wrong things. When it's 3 a.m. and that baby won't stop crying and you got XYZ going on, so you call down there to Pastor Isaac J. Holt, and Miss Holt pick up the phone and you can't speak a word because you just can cry, and you all you got is crying, like ain't no words coming out, and she just passed the phone to him and he prayed for you. You ain't got enough life experience. Your Jesus still fluffy. Your Jesus still fluffy. Make all your dreams come true. You ain't got enough. So please, people, just leave me alone when it comes to religion. I'm not going to start a religious channel. Some other person hit me up talking about, oh, we should do a Jesus channel. I ain't out here to mislead nobody. And my walk is secret, and I done tell y'all, Pentecostal run through my blood. I raised up in a different church where women didn't wear pants. For real, for real. Where saxophones and all that shit was still whirly. We had a washboard, a cowbell, and a drum set. And we went to town. Matter of fact, I would go so far as to say we didn't even need a church. Many days we went to somebody's garage and had church. Sanctified Holy Ghost filled church. Y'all ain't certified enough to come talk to me about church, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm from that old church where them two little special kids, those little incest kids sat in the front row. Man, I'm telling y'all, at BMW, we had one of them little incest babies. She had one of those little slow foots. You know what I'm talking about, that little slow foot. But listen, she was fast. That little slow foot was fast. She was not making it to the cafeteria before her in that pizza line. And then when she laid them little baby hair down and she put that little water in her hair and that thing curl up, oh, you can tell her she wasn't fine, child. Oh, she too fine, that little incest baby. Listen, she could write a book on confidence because she had it. She had it all together. But I'm trying to tell you, y'all leave me alone when it comes to religion. I'm pretty sure I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Pretty sure of it. And prayer warrior, it's in my veins. It is in my veins. I will make you cry. My churn start praying. Walls is breaking. You understand what I'm saying? You probably don't. You probably don't. But y'all leave me alone. Because me and the Lord, we right where we need to be. And I ain't from that new generational church where you can look like a hoe and come to worship. Oh no. I'm from a generation where they wore slips. That skirt came below your knee. You covered your head. And if you came in a sanctuary without your head covered, the usher was gonna come out with a little piece of paper towel and a Barbie pin. She was gonna make sure you was right. She was gonna make sure you was right. And can we talk about these kids that get in my car? Little girl looked like she was probably 15. I ain't really sure, but if it's 2 a.m. and you going to his house at 2 a.m., you know him? Oh, no, but we talk all the time online. Okay. Because human trafficking is real out here. Real. So it's 2 a.m. and you going to his house just because you know him offline. He gonna want to have sex with you. I need you to know that. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. He's gonna want to have sex with you. So here it is now. You got your location? Because I need you to know I'm a parent to all children. Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm already knowing. My homegirl. No, does an adult have your location? Fuck your little friend. What your friend gonna do? Does an adult have your location? Oh, because my daddy knows. Well, I'm sure he don't. That little girl just got murdered on TV by the Mexican. Her daddy knew it. She told her daddy she was going to a gas station. Your daddy don't know where the fuck you going yet, because ain't no way he would have let this shit go down. Ain't no way. But I saw Avery big tall ass when I dropped her off, and I said, oh, she gonna be all right. She gonna get fucked. Yeah. But she'll be all right. She'll live to see another day. Then another little girl, she get in the car. And once we get down to the location, he tells her, pull around back to the dumpster. Bitch, I'm grown and I ain't pulling around back to the dumpster. I'm not. You feel safe and secure right now? She was like, no, well, what? Where the fuck is y'all meeting these people at? Pull around to the dumpster. Tell him to meet us at the mailbox. Because, see, now I need to identify him just in case I don't see your ass no more. He said, no. You run this. Tell him meet us at the mailbox. Crazy as shit. Then I met this little escort. Oh man, the little escort had my heart. Ooh, she had my heart. Ooh, we talking, we laughing, we going out. And I met her because she was at Twin Peaks. She was at Twin Peaks. And she was so upset when she got in that car. And she said, look at me. This is the reason why they hate me. This is the reason they put me out. Now, I didn't know she was an escort. I was like, they put you out because you're beautiful? Because you're beautiful. They put you out because you're beautiful? She was like, yeah. And I'm getting all the attention. And I said, no, I think Twin Peaks, I've heard that they put people out if they get a little too drunk or if they get a little too, like, excited. She was like, no, they jealous. I'm taking all the attention, this, that, and the third. I was like, okay. Because clearly her mind was set on the fact that they was jealous. So I'm like, okay, yeah, they jealous. Whatever, whatever. So then she starts crying. Oh, girl, what you crying for? Like, you was just about it in the backseat. What is you crying for? So come to find out, she was going through a tough time, She had just left her pimp. Her pimp was in Texas, and she's been with him X amount of time. She tried to leave him a time before, and the new pimp paid the dues. I didn't even know you had to pay dues. But the new pimp paid the old pimp dues and did the whole exchange. But then the new pimp went to jail for robbing casinos. I'm like, girl, what you got going on? Who was you hanging out with, girl? And we chilling. And I ended up just being her personal car driver everywhere. Like, we doing all types of ridiculous shit. And she paying. You understand me? She is paying. But then I was like, that's why your ass got put out of Twin Peaks. Not because you was the baddest bitch in there and they was hating. You was in there selling pussy. Okay? And they didn't want you in there selling pussy, asking their customers did they want that chocolate thing. That's what it was, okay? Now that we got to the end of that story, now we can move about the city, okay? To the fucking max. Okay, so, but man, it was so crazy. Because the last time I seen her, I dropped her off in the woods, man. And I ain't really had a good feeling about it. And that goes with the territory. Sometimes you don't feel good about where you dropping these people off to. And your heart go out, Your heart go out. That little girl in the middle of the woods, the escort in the middle of the woods, the little girl, she meet me at the trash can, man. But all you can do is say a little secret prayer. Because your prayers do work. And you move on about y'all day. I need y'all to be careful out here in these streets, especially when y'all up here, because like I said before, human trafficking is real out here. And when they do stings, and they take down 25, 30 people at a time. So it's a real big operation out here. So I just want these little gals to be a little careful, Be a little careful out here. And so then I get this other guy in the car, and we talking and we laughing and we talking. And I told him I was from Mississippi, but I grew up in Charleston. He was like, Charleston? I was like, yeah. We had good times out there. And so he was telling me how him and his wife, she just needed to be on the beach so bad. And it was like her last dream in the world. So they moved down to Folly Beach. And he said it was the worst decision they ever made. I said, because you were poor. He was like, I was poor. Here I am, a big ass lawyer. My wife, she's like a lab tech or something. and it's poor, and it's damn near breaking apart my marriage because my wife wants to keep up with them and their lifestyle, the Range Rovers and the brunches and the lunches and the clubs, and because there's a lot of private clubs down there, as there is probably anywhere. And he was like, I just couldn't do it anymore. I was to a point where all I needed was some land, a tiny home, and an air fryer. He was like, I didn't want to live that life anymore. And I didn't want to pretend like they wasn't broke. And it's so fucking true. Like, so many people is only living for the book, only living for the gram, they live to show off for each other. Like, I had doctors when I worked at Nason Medical Center, and they were part-time firefighters. Because it's so fucking expensive. It's so easy if you're on Section 8. You're on Section 8, you rent $30 a month. You can spend all your money on looking like you got some shit you ain't really got, because you ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? But we talk about a successful. If you ain't got old money, Charleston might not be the place for you. It might not be the place for you. And if you got good money coming in, you might want to take it slow. My daddy had a big old house. I think like 6 bedroom, 4 bath. Frogs sitting on the lake, Shadow Moss Plantation. But that nigga was hella simple. Hella simple. That nigga eat pork and beans and rice and call it a day. He wasn't out. He had that money because he took it slow. And he ain't show off for nobody. That man said, all I need is a tiny house and an air fryer, and I am good to go. I said, fucking right. And I tell y'all that every week. Your girl is in a place where only my life matter. And only, oh my God, I had another guy get in the car. Little Isaiah. Little Isaiah is adopted from Africa. And he's the sweetest little thing. Sweetest little thing. But see, he's still learning life. So he asked me, he said, now, Miss Candid, I have a problem. And it's with a coworker. And me and the coworker talked about it. And it's supposed to be over. But now every time I see the coworker, I feel like, what did he say? He feel like he was bringing them like sadness. And he was making their day bad or something to do along those lines. And so he wanted my opinion. Child, you 43, my opinion is not even what you can imagine, because I'm going to say fuck them. I'm going 1000% say fuck them, because listen, you and I, we already had a conversation, and this is supposed to be dead. And you still in your feelings, and you still coming for me, and you still feel uncomfortable, like there ain't nothing else you could do. You really ain't even had to address the subject. You did that shit as a courtesy. Any problem they got after you done address it, that's their problem. Move about. Move the fuck about. I don't suggest being rude to nobody. I don't suggest going out your way to bother anybody, because, ooh, Lord, ooh, Jesus, I ain't even going to talk about it. But move about. Why are you even caring? And if it's upsetting you that bad, I guess you can readdress the situation, or you can get a new job. But, nigga, I can't even see myself worried about it. I cannot even see myself worried about it. That shit dead to me. As soon as I left out that conversation, it was dead to me. I don't go back in the past too often. Once we done had that conversation, we're good. I'm done. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, YouTube, until next time.